We're back with a road trip. We are on our way to London for
Accountex. And
we
back.
are back.
We are pinker.
Pinker than ever. James doing a TikTok. Take one.
I'm a bit concerned that I will have the energy of a slug by that point. So today is going to be a big day.
I feel like we're always in the car when we start vlogs. I feel like we just started the Manchester vlog.
Yeah.
With a road trip. We're back. What are we doing, James?
We're off to Manchester. London.
Yay! We are on our way to London for
Accountex.
it's Accountex London 2024.
And
We
back.
are back. We are back. We are bigger than ever.
We are pinker than ever.
Pinker than ever. She's wearing a pink jumpsuit. She's lost the will to live. She's wearing outfits to distract people from her having a mental breakdown. She is here. She is awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. I say on our way. We left 2 hours ago. We got to London an hour ago, but it's taken us an hour to get across London. James has done a very good job. I would have cried 4 times throughout this process.
We decided to travel during rush hour. I decided to travel during rush hour.
Correct. Rachel wanted to leave at noon.
What was I doing?
But it is Tuesday night. Accountex is Wednesday and Thursday. We've got a jam-packed 2 days, which I'll fill you in on shortly. But the plan for tonight is we've hired a really big Airbnb and we've got some accountant friends. Woot woot! That's as cool as it sounds. We've got some accountant friends sharing their Airbnb with us, so they're already there, as well as Tamsin, who you guys will know. She edits all of our content, does all of our digital marketing. And we're all staying together tonight, so we're going to go check into the Airbnb, pop our stuff there. We've just ordered Just Eat, so that should get there shortly after we get there. Gonna grab some food, and then we've got about an hour to go back to the XL Arena. Tamsin went earlier and set up for us, but we're gonna go back, some final tweaking set up to do, and then we're gonna make some behind the scenes TikToks, because one of the things that we do at Accountex each year, we did it last year in London and Manchester, and now we're back, is the content creation clinic, where we help other accountants find joy through making content for the very first time. Some people, they've made content, they just want some more confidence building, or they maybe just need some inspiration. And so as part of that, we find lots of trending audios and we help them create content. But in order to be able to do that, we need to be able to give them some examples. So we're going tonight to do some behind the scenes TikToks. One of the trending audios is looking for a guy in finance, 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund. James doesn't have a trust fund, unfortunately for me and my not prenup, but other than that, he ticks all the boxes. So we're gonna make some.
6'5".
What are you?
6. With shoes on.
6'5", that's really tall actually, isn't it? You know, in my eyes, James ticked all of those boxes. So we're gonna make some good TikToks tonight behind the scenes. I'll introduce you to the guys that we're sharing the house with, get some food in our bellies. We are pretty hungry actually, we didn't plan the food particularly well. Yeah, this is literally the most jam-packed day, like 2 days of the year for us, but it's also the biggest opportunity to like increase engagement, increase our following online, increase the sales. Like a big part of Accountant Machine now are all of the tools and resources that I've built for other accountants, as well as 5 speaking events across 2 days. She is not mentally prepared, but wish us luck. Please pray for us while we travel across London, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly. Pray for James. Okay. So we got to the Airbnb, we've had some food, we're now in the behind the scenes of the XL Arena, and it's just so cool being here when there's no one else here. It's quite late, it's 9:05, and we're just doing some final setup, getting the lights set up for tomorrow, and then once we're done, we're going to do some TikToks. I'll give you a little tour of the content creation clinic, and yeah, we'll get catch up. So let's go. James doing a TikTok, take one.
Hey guys, we're back. Did you?
That was great. Was it? Yeah. Apart from someone else, sorry.
Hey guys, we're back. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
Oh, I feel that was good.
Little hair and makeup check. I'm still wearing, you can't see, but I'm still wearing my little Tala outfit, so I've got no lips on, while I just have some breakfast and a coffee with the guys. So it's been hair and makeup for the last 2 hours. She came at 6 a.m, it's now 8 a.m. So we're doing hair and makeup for the last 2 hours. A couple of other team members are just getting in the chair to get some makeup done for today, because the team are doing a big speaking event today. So just want to run you through the plan of action. I will put the plan of action on screen as well so you can see it. So we are hosting the content creation clinic for the next 2 days at Accountex, and that means that we are helping accountants and bookkeepers find joy in content creation. Content creation, specifically like photo and video content, I think feels quite inaccessible to people who maybe they're lacking some confidence, they don't know the technical tools or skills or what equipment they think they might need to create content, and so we're just lowering the barriers to entry for people creating content in the accounting industry. Through doing that, I get to meet people that follow me online, have lots of photos taken with them, doing lots of meet and greets, as well as creating content with them across the next 2 days. Around that, I've got 5 speaking events across the next 2 days. So today I've got 3. They're actually all panels, which is really nice because tomorrow are my big like standalone keynote talks, which is quite nice. I'm pacing myself for it quite nicely. So today I've got a panel with the team. It's me and 3 members of staff, and we are doing the employee waiting list that broke the internet. So that is doing lots and lots of storytelling and education for practice owners, all about employer branding and how you can use employer branding to grow and scale your practice without spending thousands of pounds on recruitment fees. I've then got 2 this afternoon. One is about success, and that is being hosted by a brilliant panel of people who I love very, very much. And then I've also got a session to close off the day talking all about social media. So today is going to be a big day, content creation clinic, lots of meeting you guys, lots of just really, really incredible conversations and getting to meet people who follow me online. So I'm going to bring you behind the scenes while we're all getting ready, having some breakfast, having some coffee together. It sounds really silly, but like when I wear makeup, I never wear a lot of makeup, so I always, like I'm looking in the viewfinder and every time I look, I'm like hesitating because I feel like I don't look like me, but in reality I think I look like me on a really good day. Or it's like there's a filter on it, you know, and I don't put filters on my content, so it's very interesting. I also don't have lips on, and I'm not dressed, so I feel like that's the issue. Also, I'm on my Invisalign journey. I've been talking to you guys about this, and I soak my retainers every morning in Retainer Bright before I brush my retainer and brush my teeth, and I have like a little pot for it at home. I couldn't find an appropriate like pot to put my retainer in, and so I don't know if this is gross, but actually I think it's cleaner, like it's gonna clean it more than like just washing the cup anyway. But yeah, my retainer is in a wine glass, so love that for me. So let's go. But I feel like this is gonna be my last moment of silence on my own before the chaos of the day starts, so
No. No, we don't care about what we look like in the office.
Knew you'd be the first to say that.
You don't like what I look like in the office?
No, that's not what I meant.
You're lucky I don't have the garment.
Accountex 2024 in London.
what time is it?
It's 5 minutes before everybody gets here.
And it's already busy.
It's already busy. Plan today is to break out all my best dance moves so everybody knows what to follow. Let's go.
is a loop system that I've tested. I'm hard of hearing, so the loop system is working. I'm very, very proud as a director and trustee of AAT to let you know that across 3 stages today, not this one, we've got full British Sign Language interpretation. We are running through the employee waiting list that broke the internet. I thought that the best thing to do today, rather than me talking about employer branding and brand identity, was to actually bring my team. We currently have 2 offices. We have one in Oxford and one in Manchester, and we were actually able to open in Manchester through analysing the data of our employee waiting list and working out where the best place to go was for our second office. So lots of people at our stand today have asked why Manchester, and so by collecting data in terms of where our employees are currently sitting that are outside of our catchment, that led the decision to open a second office in Manchester. As I'm introducing the team members, they are just going to tell you the story of how our employer brand first planted the seed in their mind, because awareness is the first stage, but how that journey led them to becoming employees of Strivex.
So she was wearing a pink dress, and I just cannot forget that dress, and I cannot forget her walking on stage and receiving that award. And the whole video, that's when I started manifesting to work for Strivex, the reason why I joined Strivex, and I interviewed for Strivex, and I'm really happy, and 6 months later I'm here on stage with Rachel. So
I started my career at one of the top 4 practices in the UK. So got the credentials, I think I could have the skills. I applied, even though it was going to be a 4-hour commute. Applied, had my first chat with Rachel kind of within a couple of days, then chatted to Rachel and we trained together, and now here we are. I now work from the Manchester office.
Hi everyone, my name's Emma and I've been working at Strivex for 2 years now. It's easy enough to Google what does an accountant do, and you come up with all of these lists of things that you just have no idea what they are before you even start studying. And so I thought what I'm going to do is I'm just going to YouTube day in the life of an accountant. Nothing was kind of engaging me to click on it, and then I found Rachel. It was fresh, young, female accountant, and it was literally day in the life of an accountant. I thought, brilliant, this is exactly what I need.
It is 2 p.m. We've just had a chance to catch my breath, so it's been a whole morning of content creation, meet and greets, meeting you guys, taking photos, videos, helping you guys create content for TikTok, Instagram and YouTube before we headed over to the stage to start the first speaking event, which you guys will have seen and been behind the scenes. Literally just had a chance to eat, catch our breath before we head into the second sprint of the day, which is the afternoon. So we're going to be at the Content Creation Clinic for another 2 hours before my 2 more speaking events happen this afternoon. So I'm speaking, the first session this afternoon is all about success and what being a successful practice owner looks like. And then the second is all about content creation and how to create social media content as an accountant. So we're going to carry on behind the scenes, meeting more of you, creating more content and helping more people find joy in content creation. Let's go. So hi, my name is Rachel Harris. I'm a disruptor in the accounting industry. If my personal life is more important, having a choice of what comes first rather than being in a situation where I'm working because I have to. But I think the reason that you said triggered and then introduced me is because as somebody who wildly wants change, didn't come from a background of financial education, and becoming an accountant and having access to that financial education changed my life. I am wildly passionate about talking about money because it makes me through uncomfortable. So I scaled my practice in my 20s to a 7-figure firm, and then within 6 months we're now a £1.5 million firm. And through doing that, it triggers people, like it makes people angry, and I think there is a misconception that means that I attribute money to success, but actually it's the opposite. I think talking about money and making change is the success. So within our firm, we're very core values driven, but I have my own core values personally: integrity, is the top one. I think sometimes when we put authenticity in social media or personal branding in the same sentence, people assume that what you mean by authenticity is sharing everything. To me, that's definitely not the case. I am an accountant with an MBA. A lot of my branding, social media, and content is very strategic, but it's still very much who I am. And so applying core values within personal branding. So I recently came out of a brand deal that was worth more than I'd ever earned in salary before I became self-employed, because the product wasn't the product that it was when I signed up. And so I think building an audience gives you a responsibility as well as loads of benefits, which I'm sure we're going to talk about as well, but I take that responsibility very seriously. So today we're talking about how authenticity is bringing in revenue, but I think authenticity can bring in wealth when you are attracting the right clients, you are attracting the right team members, and you've built systems and processes, as well as having a long-term goal that actually means that you're keeping both of them. Because actually, we could all sit here and say, I can bring in 100 grand into my practice every single month. No one's ever asked me how many of them I keep.
Good morning. Get ready with me for Accountex day 2. In some ways, day 2 this year is a bit more chill than last year, but in other ways it's not. So, as you can tell, I'm doing my own makeup, so no glam squad today, which in some ways I actually prefer. I say this to James, like, you could probably tell by some of the content yesterday, especially the content yesterday morning where I was like looking in the mirror and catching myself. Sometimes when I have my hair and makeup done, I feel like I don't look like myself. Like, I never wear like dark makeup on my eyes, or like like when I see myself in pictures and stuff, it just doesn't feel like me. So I sort of feel a bit more like myself today. But then in other ways, wearing like full glam is a real like confidence boost, and it can make you feel like you've got a bit of a superpower, which I think when you're doing speaking events is not a bad thing. So, own hair and makeup today. I've got no concept of time, I'm probably going to be late. So I just need to finish up with my makeup, then I'm just going to put a very quick recurl through my hair. I've got lots of dry shampoo in it. So that's why today's a little bit more chill, is because I'm DIYing myself. But then for everything else in terms of speaking, it's more intense day 2. So I've only got 2 speaking slots today, not 3, but they're both big ones. So we're kicking off at 11. Me and Stuart Hurst are doing a session on vision and virality. Yeah, lots of bits about why vision is really important when we are building and curating a brand for ourselves on social media, for other accountants, which will be really good. And then my final one of the whole 2 days, the 5 speaking slots, is my biggest. So we've saved the best till last. I'm a bit concerned that I will have the energy of a slug by that point and people will leave thinking she wasn't that good. So 2 big speaking slots today, which makes it a bit more intense. And then also the fact that I have the energy of a slug. So, little debrief on what we got up to last night, because you would have seen all the behind the scenes stuff, but I didn't continue filming once the show ended, and that's because, to be honest, I physically couldn't. I just needed some time to myself and not having to think about content or speaking or something. So we've got an Airbnb with a whole group of accountants, and we decided to take, there's a cable car over from the XL to the O2, because we thought it would be full of like accountant after parties here, and we get like stopped a lot, people come over and say hi, so we decided to go where no one knows us. So we went over to the O2 for carbs and cheese. So it was cable car, carbs and cheese. We went over to Pizza Express, just had a nice meal, came back, me and Stu ran through our slides for today, and then went to bed. So I did have 9 hours sleep. I am still in a sleep deficit, and most importantly, I'm actually in a water deficit. Like, I just never drink enough at these events, because going to the toilet is ag. Like, going to the toilet, it's very hard to move anywhere, like you get stopped a lot. And so I just didn't drink enough yesterday, and that's why I'm actually feeling, I feel like I've got a hangover. So I'm on a mission to drink more water today. Just gonna finish my hair and makeup, and then we head over to the XL. We're gonna get some coffee.